Hi Flosstube, it's Nicole, Buckeye Stitcher. Thanks for coming back to my channel. I am here to do my February update. I don't have very much to show, so it's going to be a short video. I almost didn't record a video for February because I don't really have that much to talk about, but I didn't want to get off schedule and then forget stuff between the end of January and the end of March if I did my next video in March. So here I am. I did something today I've never done before since I started making videos 2 years ago. I got halfway through and started over. I am not above editing, but I made so many mistakes and forgot stuff and was just rambling that I stopped it and started over. And the only thing I regret about it is at one point while I was talking, Billy, Gray Baby, got up on this table and you could see his little bitty head like right here, like the back of his head looking at me, watching me video, and that was pretty cute, but it's gonna have to go. Okay, let me show you some progress. I worked on the Hedgehog Sow. Gerald and I started this back in October. He finished his. I feel like I never make any, actually I feel like I stitched for a long time and then put it down and never make any progress. So that's where I am. You can kind of see his little ear coming in, his little face. The one thing I will say about this is that even though I feel like I'm stitching for a long time and not getting a lot of progress, it is something I have to really concentrate on because pattern is so colorful. There is a bit of confetti, well, what I consider confetti since I don't do full coverage, but I really have to zoom in and focus on this, and so it kind of empties my brain of the day. So that's where I am on that. I don't have before or afters. Just imagine there's progress. There is. The other thing I worked on was the Mirabilia Winter in My Garden. It's a series of 4. This lady is planning out her garden. And so each season, the greenhouse back here gets a little bit more developed. So this is where I've gotten so far. Just basically the layout that she's mapping out. This is another one that I feel like I stitch on for a long time, and then when I look back at it, it's not really that much progress, but it is what it is. Progress is progress. The last thing I worked on this month, kitten, I worked some more on the 'Tis the Season Sow. I got a lot more done on the bird. Oh, it's upside down. And then I ran out of red. I don't know why I thought one skein of cherry cobbler was going to be enough, but it wasn't. So I'll need to get that when I go to the shop the next time. So yeah, I just haven't got a lot of progress. Work has been very busy. This week we had hired another veterinarian, and we needed her probably 6 or 8 months ago. That's how busy we've been. So there are nights that I come home from work and all I can do is sit. There are nights that I come home from work with the intention to stitch, and I get in my chair and I am bombarded with kittens, and I'm not going to say no to kittens on my lap. Although they're getting big, they're not really babies anymore. They're heavy little suckers. They're rotten little suckers. I walked into the kitchen the other night. I was talking to my grandma on the phone. I walked into the kitchen, and Wyatt was in a stock pot that I had cleaned and left on the counter to dry. He was in it like he was trying to make a bed out of it. Maybe I'll put a picture right here. So that pot had to get washed and dried and put away immediately. But anyway, so I just haven't gotten as much progress as I wanted. I was on call last week, and it was a busy week. Anyways, enough about that. I got a lovely card in the mail from Arlene, Works by ABC. I know a lot of you have probably seen this before from some of the other Flosstubers, but in the card she sent this really cool poem from The Very Stuff, Poems on Color, Threads, and the Habits of Women. And this poem is called 817, and so she sent me 817. That was really sweet. The thing that I think is interesting about these poems is that it's the blah, 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 Habits of Women by Stephen Beale, a man. Okay, it just struck me as odd. All right, I had one purchase at the beginning of the year that I forgot to show you earlier this year. So if you remember, I gave my sister her Madame Chantilly by the Sea or whatever that pattern was for Christmas, and she loved it. And earlier in the year, she had made a comment that she needed a Alessandra Adelaide Christmas ball to go with the Alessandra Adelaide Zucca pumpkin that I made her a couple years ago for Christmas. So I brought it back up again because if she really wants one, I need to start planning sooner than later. And there were quite a few that I sent her, and this is the one that this is one of the ones that she chose, and she told me I could pick which one I would do. So this is the one that she wanted. It's called Natale Astrale. And she said, but I don't really want all those, like, I don't want the pastel colors. Seriously. So clearly she doesn't, yes, she appreciates that I do it, but she clearly has no idea how much time this takes. She also doesn't know that I'm completely neurotic when it comes to picking out colors. And if I was going to change colors to fit her house scheme and her style, the thing would never get stitched. So I sent her some more, and she picked another one, and she said, these are the two I like the best, Natale Astrale, and then this one. You pick which one you want. So, well, obviously I didn't pick that one. I picked Wishes. And it says, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. It does not include this border, so this is not stitched. Just the ornament, Christmas ball, is stitched. So I probably will do that in red, probably kind of a muted red. I like bright jewel colors, and she likes more muted reds and teals and neutrals and stuff. So anyways, and I'm gonna try to do this with some petite treasure braid, but I don't know, that's an awful lot. We'll see what happens when I get there, but I would like to start that May or June, so I need to get planning. That is it for stitching, I believe. I would like to say hello to Jennifer Keeney. She is a new subscriber and has been binge watching all my silly videos and leaving comments after she's watched just about all of them. She's left comments on, so it's been kind of fun to go back, well, not go back, but just to, you know, kind of think about what was in those videos. The one thing that is really disturbing me is that a lot of the things that I showed that she has pointed out, she has said, I can't wait to see your progress. I can't wait to see what you stitch on that fabric. And most of the stuff that she has mentioned or that I have shown hasn't even been started. So Jennifer, thank you for watching. I appreciate you binging my videos. Hello. And okay, so that's all I have for stitching. That's it. Not much. I do have some food puzzle information if you're interested in that. If you're not, that's all that's going to be here. So off you go. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next month. If you would like to stick around for some more food puzzles for cats, I do want to say I was really pleasantly surprised at how many people got some great information from that website. One commenter made a comment that she has 2 older cats, but even older cats need enrichment and get bored, so she was going to try them with her cats, and I hope it helped. I actually am going to I'm going to put a website here. It's fundamentallyfeline.com. It was created by one of the technicians who, in conjunction with some other veterinary professionals, did the Food Puzzles for Cats website. But on Fundamentally Feline, she has a number of videos of her own cats and other cats foraging with different objects. And one of the cats is 18, and she loves it. So I will put the link to that video specifically below. But if you go to Fundamentally Feline, there are a lot of ideas there for more food puzzles, and there are a lot of videos of cats using the different products. So you can see some other ideas besides what I had showed and what I talked about on that website. Donna, she's Chick from Yarn on Instagram, and she is part of Stitching and Doodah, actually posted a video on Instagram of her cat Wally, aka Dammit Wally, foraging some toys, I think it was a toy or maybe a snack, out of a glass bowl. And she said she loved it, and she wanted me to show more things on my videos, which I'm not opposed to, but none of these are my ideas. So these are all taken from either Fundamentally Feline or that Food Puzzles for Cats. So, and since I've been so crazy busy, I haven't had time to make any of the other things that are on those websites, but I did buy an item because, let's be real, I'm not going to make all those toys. But this I got at PetSmart. It's by Jackson Gallery. Jackson Galaxy is the toy line. He's got a bunch of different toys, but this comes apart and you can fill it with food. It only has one size opening. Some of the other food puzzles that you can buy, you can regulate the size of the opening. So I just put the bigger kibble. I don't put the kitten's food in here. I just put Mama Cat's food in here, which it's fine if they eat it. They're big enough. But a lot of the other food puzzles have a little gauge that you can change, you know, how much or how big the food is. So if you don't want to cut Easter eggs or, you know, toilet paper rolls or ping pong balls or tennis balls. Did I show you the tennis ball? I can go get the tennis ball. You can buy something like this at PetSmart, and it is online. Hold on, I'm gonna get the tennis ball. Okay, I'm back. We actually did make this tennis ball. Those eggs that I showed last time, I did not buy. I ordered those from Fundamentally Feline because I just knew I wasn't gonna have time to make those. But Brian did cut a hole in this tennis ball. I don't know where this tennis ball came from, but he cut a hole with, I guess, an X-Acto knife. It's big. Mama Cat's food falls out of here pretty easily, and she's got a pretty decent sized kibble. So probably if we did this again, or maybe I could make another hole on this side that's a much smaller. But that's it. And I have not put treats in any of my stuff because I don't want them to have that many calories, even though it's splitting up among, well, it's usually 2 cats because Mama won't play. And Wyatt sits politely and waits his turn. And by the time it's his turn, the other boys have eaten everything. So poor Wyatt. I do think I heard Mama rummaging around in my closet. I got up in the middle of the night and I thought I heard her rummaging with a food puzzle that I had hidden before I went to bed. So maybe she is getting the hang of it. So anyways, check out Fundamentally Feline. It's got a lot more information about food puzzles. It's also got information about scratching posts. It's also got information for building vertical platforms, basically. Cats like to be up high. So if you want to add some space in your house for cats to be up high. So Donna, sorry I don't have anything else exciting, but I did want to put that other website up because there's some other ideas there. And, you know, everybody in the community is crafty. So I would love to hear any ideas that you have for things that you have made your cats or just other ideas that you've built off of from those websites. So because I follow a pattern well, but I don't come up with ideas well on my own. So definitely go to those websites. That's it. It's my video. That's February. We leave at the end of March for Ireland. So I don't know when my March video is going to be, but I'm hopeful that I have more information to show. But otherwise, have a wonderful end of February, and I'll see you soon. Bye.